Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Ryan, thank you for being here. It's going to be a general tarot reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, Untitled Tarot, which is review as well. Thank you. Of course, I will go ahead and leave the timestamps for all signs in the description box below in case you want to check those or cross-reference or jump around. Let's get started. Hello Aries, let's see what's going on. All right. Nice. Very nice energy, Aries. You're kind of sitting back, enjoying watching the show. Maybe you're having like a bucket of popcorn or something. It's almost like I kind of picture someone doing that too, just kind of like intently listening. Listening more specifically though with the intent to kind of pick up something or learn something regarding your situation, but whatever this is you are discovering or finding out is definitely some type of missing piece to your overall vision or possible big grand plans. Okay. Okay, so what you're kind of showing me is you're making some sort of small tweaks and small shifts and changes regarding this, but even you yourself aren't too 100% confident with it, but you definitely have your game face on, and I kind of feel like you're saying, well, it's good for now. It's good for now. I'm happy with it for now. Yeah, that fast though, Aries. Good for now. And you're kind of like, well, the now has passed, the now has moved along, and now you're into the, the next moment, and a little bit different. You're saying exactly, and just that fast. You're kind of like, I don't know if it's it anymore. I don't know if it's that it, or maybe I don't know if they're it anymore. Let's see. Ooh, not so fast, Aries. Not so fast. Yeah, you're kind of like, yeah, I'll wait too. It's like, okay, you can kind of wait. You're saying that you're being patient. It's like, okay, you be patient. Yeah, the Knight of Swords on top of the deck, though. I know you want to. You're saying you aren't quite ready to move forward yet. You're not quite ready to move past this, let things go. You're ultimately kind of saying, like, I'm two-stepping, I'm dancing in place right now. I am considering my overall options and possibilities as to what kind of do to kind of, put my mind at ease or put my mind to rest. I do see that you considering your options, you're just like, okay, time to decide and kind of commit myself to something and stick with it. Overall, with whatever path or route you are choosing to go, there is quite the obsessive energy attached to this. At the same time, I'm not too sure regarding what this is about because you yourself aren't in any type of hurry to address this or acknowledge this. Okay, so something here you've kind of locked onto and you're waiting until further. Yeah, like I said, you're like not so fast, and now it's like, okay, there's the fast. Maybe you're kind of just picking up momentum here, waiting for momentum. I don't know. Okay. Really? You're going to give me this energy? At sunrise we ride. Really? You're going to give me that energy? Okay. I ho silver away. Possibly. There's that horse coming out. You got something in mind here that you seem pretty happy about. Maybe that's what it's all about, is your own happiness, your own fulfillment. At the same time, there definitely is some sort of endeavor here that is definitely taking its toll and taxing you energetically speaking. I don't know what that's all about. But like, once again, it goes back to that overall energy of missing piece. Something is missing. It seems and felt, initially it seemed and felt as if you found it, but you're kind of like saying, no, actually it's not. Yeah, and there's that Knight of Swords coming out, like I said. Just a little playful energy. You're showing me that there is some sort of communication or contact here between you and someone, but whatever this talk is, it's definitely kind of like pushing you back. And once again, it's the equivalent of you just don't know what to do. You just don't know what to do. You're kind of showing me this, in a sense, this lazy effort to make changes and do something or put something together yourself. And that's what I find very fascinating. Is it's like, Aries, get this. I can sit here all day long until I'm blue in the face and say you're lazy. Your work ethic is lazy. But somehow you're supposed to be going through this for whatever reason. It's like you're on the right track, and that's what I find very fascinating. There you are. So, didn't mean to call you out, but I called you out. And you're not too happy about it. You're not too happy about it, understandable. But at the same time, there is always a lesson to be learned. So, there's that. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. All right. Oh, wow. Right away, Sagittarius. There you are showing up. You seem to be enjoying yourself. You seem to be enjoying yourself quite a bit here. Okay. Having a good time. We'll go with it. Having a good time. Oh, goodness. What's that about? Yeah, what is that about? A little more and then I'll jump into this. Okay. Today's about you, by the way. Today's about, yeah, I was gonna say today's about you, by the way. Yeah, you're like, yeah, no, I want to know about them. Yeah, you're gonna find out about you. Interesting kind of play of energy, but jumping into this, like I said, you're having a good time, Sag. Interesting, I don't call you Saggy, but I was about to. Sagittarius. I like to finish the name. Whatever this is you're working on and putting together for yourself financially, you're having a good time with it. At the same time, it's like you're having a good time, but you're still in the process of filling it out. And what's interesting about this is it almost seems and feels like you're having such a good time. You're also kind of losing a little bit of self-control. And I don't exactly know what that's about, whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, but you're kind of like saying, nah, to hell with it. I don't really care. You are drink responsibly. Be responsible. You're showing me not only are you no longer emotionally kind of caring for the situation, maybe it's what you're working on, whether it's a financial endeavor, a project, a hobby. I don't know what this interest is. Even though you kind of show me you don't care about it, you're also kind of showing me you don't know what to do now because of it, that you don't care about it. Interesting. Ultimately, you're in some sort of like difficult bind or position or spot here that you're having to make some sort of call about, which I do see what you're saying is it feels more so emotionally fulfilling and satisfying as well. It just kind of makes sense to focus on everything you've already created and done for yourself and accomplished, even though you're showing me that. It's kind of like this energy of reassuring oneself. At the same time, I can't help but point this out, and I'm not being mean or anything like that. It's just, you're actually truly not 100% happy or fulfilled with what you got going on or what you've done so far either. You're working with it. You're working with it. And that's what I was kind of wondering. There you go. There you go. Why that though? Why that? You know, I am trying to help you. It's just an energy of, you know, you gotta be direct, you gotta be forward and to the point, you get your answers that much quicker. I will say no games or no shenanigans, but sometimes people like to play energy games, and it's kind of like, well, if you want to play, we'll go that way, but find out. Okay, you're working with it. That's what I thought. You're working with it. I feel like this overall energy of unhappiness regarding what you've accomplished, you're kind of showing me that emotionally, even though you have so much heart and soul to give to what you do, it's just not cutting it. It's just not cutting it. I kind of feel like there's this energy of so much happiness and so much excitement and such a high energy initially to begin with, but then it's almost kind of like, you know, the overall saying of what goes up must come down. It's like there's a new project, and then, you know, after like 6 months in, it's like, are you going to still kind of hold that, in a sense, that high energetic steam that is, you know, pushing you forward like a locomotive? You're ultimately saying, I actually need and I want and desire to start something new for myself. So I kind of feel like that's what you are assessing right now. You have some sort of ideas in mind, even though there's quite a bit of confusion attached to this. You're still showing me like, yeah, whatever. Let me just kind of move forward and work with what I can work with, take care of what I can take care of, and kind of still continuously focus on pursuing my future, my dreams, my goals, my vision, whatever it is. Yeah, you're still showing me this energy of like, even the plans for the future, you're just not emotionally too sure about. And this is what I find very fascinating. It could be just your overall work of what you do, your job position, career, maybe your line of work. I don't exactly know. You are showing me it's like you're showing me you have so much abundance, so much wealth, so much security. At the same time, once again, there's that emotional yearning. And I feel like for you, even though you're kind of showing me it's like you're going through the highs and the lows, you're looking for some sort of energetic and emotional stability about what you do or what you've accomplished or possibly even what you're doing. It's about not necessarily using that steam of that positivity, but also kind of like containing it and holding it in within a continuous, let's just say, abundance of that energetic emotional wealth. Of course, if you are, well, actually, no, today's about you, so that is all. Hello, Leo. Let's see what's going on. All right. Interesting. What's this about? A little more, then I'll jump into it. If you want to show me, that's cool too, but today is about you. Okay, you're like, okay. That's what I wondered. Okay. One more, and then I'll jump into it. Yeah, there you are. One more, and then I'll jump into it. There you are. Okay. You're clearly, I was gonna say, you're clearly differentiating between who's you and who is them. But again, today's about you. You're showing me that you're trying to really address things and acknowledge where you're at emotionally regarding the situation, the circumstances. You've sat with yourself a little bit to try and fill things out, and ultimately you're saying, I don't have any more clarity about this or about maybe them. I'll give you kind of that little bit. You don't have any clarity about them, but you are trying to be very sharp and clear as to what to do about it all. I do see you are starting some sort of new path or new something here for yourself, but at the same time, you're not in any too much of a hurry. I feel like for you, it's a transitional period of when to get started on something, when to kind of like put in effort towards something, and I don't exactly know what is going on regarding your overall position, job, career, foundation, what you kind of have to be responsible for and kind of oversee. You're showing me that things right now are kind of getting to you a little bit energetically speaking. Even though you know you got work to do, you are more than willing to do that. But there is still something here you are still kind of like sitting with and trying to digest and really kind of, in a sense, sort through internally. And I feel like whatever this is that you are thinking about, whether it be work, your career, how everything's going, what you got going, I feel like it's all the above. There definitely is some sort of communication here between you and someone about what you're going through, what you're dealing with, how things are becoming a little bit too much for you. And even though you are taking care of whatever you can, while you can, when you can, you're still feeling pretty good about yourself. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you overall, Leo, nice energy, but I do understand that. You're allowing confidence to kind of override everything. It's like, you know what, as long as you just kind of, smile and be confident, it's kind of like, in a sense, believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing and where you're going, it'll all work out, it'll all be okay. In a sense, you have your own back. Even though you are showing me that there are some sort of problems and issues here that you are facing or dealing with, whether it be something between you and someone specifically, or whether it's something regarding a financial endeavor or maybe investments, even though there is a little bit of indecisiveness about this as to which direction to kind of like truly take things, you are showing me that you are in the energy and the mindset of willing to kind of take action and do whatever needs to be done. I feel like you're doing what you need to do and choosing that direction that you are most happy and fulfilled with. It's just an energy of kind of like trusting yourself, leaning on yourself, allowing yourself to make those decisions that feel best for you. Oh, wow, and there's the will. So, things are clearly progressing and moving forward for you. Yeah, I get it, Leo. I get it. I get that. I also feel that. I do, I do. I still stand with my perspective on everything. You're showing me that there has been very unfortunate times, very unfortunate events, very unfortunate turning of events, literally, but I feel like things are definitely back on track and progressing for you, even though there is this kind of energy of fixated on what to do regarding everything, as well as who you have to be responsible for, as well as everything involved, everyone involved as well. There is, by the way, someone else on the side listening, kind of like a little bit of a fly on the wall, maybe a little bit of a gnat. Not even kidding when I say that. I'm emphasizing that. Maybe you should say it twice, but it is what it is. I'm sure you're well aware of that as well. You're showing me right now I need to make the decisions that just feel the best for me, intuitively speaking, that feel the most emotionally, in a sense, comforting and nurturing, never losing track or sight of your heart. Nice. Hello, Gemini. Let's see what's going on. What's the holdup? What is the holdup, Gemini? All right, let's see what's going on. Like, I'm not gonna say any more than that, just because I don't want to put any type of, any type of energy out there that could be spooky or eerie. You never know, but yeah, especially now, I'm not going to say anything now. Get a little bit more and then I'll jump in. Okay, one more, then I'll go. All right, there we go. Okay, so jumping right into this, Gemini, what you do show me, you definitely are taken back by your situation, your circumstances a little bit here, but I do see it's not just an energy of taken back and doing nothing and kind of twiddling your thumbs. You're definitely learning and becoming aware of something that is making you very, very happy, and I mean extremely happy. You're showing me that whatever this is, it's kind of like setting you free. There is a nice energy and flow moving forward, which I do see. It's almost like this energy of rest assured, rest easy. You can allow your mind to relax for, well, a split second. You're moving forward here, even though you're kind of showing me that you're not necessarily feeling as accomplished or as successful as you'd like to. You're still moving forward in a nice energy. You're kind of saying, I'm working with the circumstances that I'm given and that I'm in. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. There is a very, very gradual and aware as well as steady progression forward here. You're all about eyes forward, let's go. What's interesting is the way you're moving. I feel like you're having to be very cautious of the steps you take because your situation is beginning to rapidly ramp up and pick up momentum. But because of this, you're 100% on board with it. You're like, this is what's going on. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm aiming towards. So let me just kind of like be very careful and watch my step. Let me watch my step. but you're doing it. You're very very dedicated to what direction you're going. There you are, showing up sharp. Showing up sharp. What's this about? Ooh, okay. Sometimes sharp and fast can have a tad bit of backlash. Emotionally speaking, it can. But yeah, I kind of wondered that's where it kind of led up to. What more? Then I'll continue. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Sharp and fast can have emotional backlash. Okay, so they're listening as well. Interesting. Today is about you, though, Gemini. Whatever this new path or new start or beginning is that you've decided to take or embark on, I do see that right away. It's almost like you've decided something, but you're not too sure exactly emotionally and mentally where you kind of sit with it. It almost seems and feels like whatever has happened or taken place, there has been something here that's unfortunate, and I kind of feel like that goes hand in hand with your success, your status, your position, maybe your job title, your role. I don't exactly know. Excuse me, drink responsibly. Because once again, you do show me that it's regarding everything you've accomplished, your foundation, your job, your career, your line of work, whatever it is. It's regarding everything you got going on. You're saying that there is something there that is very unfortunate. At the same time, you do know things will happen, things will take place. This is kind of how life goes. You're saying that it's interesting though, because at the same time you're saying understandable, but there's still so much positive energy and positive moments and memories here to kind of hold on to and carry with you. I don't exactly know what's going on with that. I feel like in a sense you are weighing out the negatives with the positives, and it's kind of like this energy of, well, that was unfortunate, but hey, let's look over here on this side of the situation and focus on the positive. You're in between. And I feel like even though there was something unfortunate as well as something beneficial or positive from this, it's actually creating a little bit of a split right down the middle. It's creating a split. Your mind's telling you one thing, your heart's telling you another, and before you know it, they're playing tug of war with you, and you're kind of finding yourself split in two here. Here's the thing though, what's fascinating about this pain that you are going through and you very well are aware of, you're supposed to be going through this. That's what I find very fascinating about this. Something about what you're experiencing and feeling, you're supposed to be feeling and experiencing and being aware of. I feel like, though, this is definitely somehow connected to someone you work with, collaborate with, maybe a coworker or colleague. I don't exactly know what is going on with that. But what you're saying is, whatever you've been through together, wherever you guys are now, there's something that is just you can't quite fully comprehend it or put your finger on it. I'm going to pull a little bit more. Ooh. Possibly lovers. Are you friends or lovers? You're not too sure yourself. You're saying you're trying your best to kind of stay grounded about this. But it's almost like you kind of get lost in your thoughts, lost in your emotions. You're not too sure exactly where you're at, or it's kind of like, what is going on? I haven't been to this place before, energetically speaking. I'm trying to find my peace and find my balance with it. At the same time, you're also questioning, wondering, is this collaborative energy between you and someone actually the right path for you? Or is it the wrong path for you? And that is where your energy, Gemini, shows up. You are finding you. So there is that. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay, goodness gracious. What is going on, Aquarius? What is going on? 1 second and I'll jump into this. I'm kind of like laughing and chuckling here because of the message I just heard. Yeah. I just heard someone say, like, fuck this shit, I'm out. You jumping into this, what you do show me right away, Aquarius. Stability, foundation, living situation, whether it be between you and someone romantically, or whether it be just kind of your own finances, independence, investments. It could be your foundation of some sort if you are kind of, a boss or manager or CEO or something like that. But you're showing me things right now have been completely flipped upside down, and everything's shaken up. You're showing me that you're doing absolutely everything you can to look into how to move forward and progress and kind of like leave this situation behind. I do see you have strong plans and ideas in mind for your future, but ultimately I'm not too sure exactly what this transitional period is. It's one thing to say, F this, I'm out. And it's another thing to say, you know what, I'm out. Two completely different things, two completely different meanings, two completely different energies. I feel like for you, you're moving very quick. You're moving very, very quick. You're moving very, very quick. And because of this energy of quickness, it's almost like you're having to play a little bit energetically catch up with yourself. You're moving so fast that it almost seems and feels like you've done what you can so far and you're not too sure exactly what else to do. And I feel like there is, once again, this transitional period between you and you that you're not fully 100% stepping into. And it almost seems, it feels like whether you're looking to the future for an escape, or whether you're looking for an escape from yourself or the situation, the circumstances, I don't exactly know. But you're showing me this overall energy is you're very kind of like at a roadblock here about what to do regarding your overall situation, your circumstances. You yourself knows you can't stay in this position much longer. Yet at the same time, it's very difficult to kind of trust yourself and listen to your instincts. And this is what I find very fascinating: is you somewhat are, you somewhat aren't. You are having some type of breakthrough and realization here, but unfortunately, it's a very unfortunate one at that. You're saying, okay, understandable, hard pill to swallow, but I get it, I understand, and those emotions are catching up. And that's what I was kind of wondering. To each their own, live and let live. At the same time, I'm going to call you out on this, Aquarius. I'm going to call you out on this. It's like, that's why you're here, to hear what I have to say. You're here to hear my opinion. If you're not, then go get your own tarot deck and pull for yourself. It's true. It's true. It's what it is. It's what it is. You're showing me, Aquarius, that overall this energy of transitional period is not only, it's like you're more so worried about how you're being perceived rather than you yourself as an individual, energetically or even spiritually. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to call you out. It's an energy of, are you working on yourself or are you not? Because if you're not, I'm going to call bullshit if you try to present yourself that you are. I'm a spiritual. Show me. Don't flap. Show me. Show me you are. Don't tell me you are. Show me you are. Well, how are you going to do that? Figure it out. That's part of showing, is figuring it out. If it means that much to you, if it's deep in your soul of who you are, figure it out. It'll come naturally to you. You're showing me like things aren't very good right now. I don't feel as recognized as I want to be, but I'm moving forward with it. At the same time, it's like you're showing me this energy of like, I'm trying to kind of like trudge along here. But it seems and feels like you're just doing burnouts. I know you'll know what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Aquarius. When it comes to you and you, it's like you can become your own worst enemy. And only you can do that. No one else around you, you. So yeah, you're showing me again that energy of like, I'm just fed up, and I'm like, I get it, I understand it. Everyone reaches that point, but it's a matter of what you do once you reach that point. With Sagittarius on top of the deck, watching with your commitment, marriage, relationship, as well as that. You're showing me that there is this inflexibility to even see possibly my side or my perspective or my point of view. And I'm like, well, then why are you here? Once again, go get your own tarot deck and pull cards for yourself. I'll just repeat myself. Again, you're showing me this energy and I have to call you out. It's like, who else is going to call you out? My wife. I don't know if anyone else will. Everyone just kind of like, You're doing great, Aquarius. You're doing absolutely great. You're going to have the biggest spiritual transformation of your life coming up. Fingers crossed, just watch. It'll happen this weekend for the forecast. It's like, well then where the hell is it? You're showing me, it's like you don't exactly know what to do. You're standing in the middle of the road kind of like twiddling your thumbs, wondering which direction you want to go. You have some sort of plans or ideas in mind, but you're showing me understandably, finances are difficult. I get that, but we've all been there. We all go through it. We all trudge along. It's an energy of, what you make out of it. You're showing me like, F it then, I just don't care. Okay, spend some time and some focus on yourself and getting yourself straight. That's fine. You're showing me I need to find my center. There you go. You're coming up with some sort of plan or idea here. And that's what it's all about. Now you're like, well, what about this? What about it? Yeah, you're showing me like, well, what about this? And I'm like, Aquarius, you're on top of the deck. I already called you out once. You want to keep this game going on forever? What about it? That's all. Hello, Libra. Let's see what's going on. All right, let's see. There you are, Libra, showing up right away. Nice energy, though. Nice energy. Let's see where this goes. Oh, geez Louise. You gonna show me who you're dealing with, too? Even though today's about you. I mean, I won't kind of knock it down if you want to show me who you're dealing with. You're like, okay. Appreciate it. You're showing me why. Well, yeah. One more and I'll jump into this. Okay, you give me two. All right, Libra, what you're showing me right away, there definitely is some sort of connection between you and someone, and I feel like this is some sort of business partner. Possibly, investor, investments, money endeavors. I don't exactly know yet because you aren't showing me that much detail, but I do see it. You're showing me that you get what you get, even though you're like, I could care less about what I get. You're kind of like, I just show up for the paycheck. I do have the understanding, the clarity about how all this works. I'm having my own realizations and my own kind of personal breakthroughs, and they suck. But you do know that you have the responsibility to kind of take care of and upkeep and manage something here, which you've kind of, in a sense, I feel like in a sense you're just pursuing more so what you feel called to pursue. Might be someone, might be something regarding your situation, but ultimately I feel like there might be some sort of communication here between you and someone about what you're wanting to kind of start, do, or try. Don't exactly know what this is about, but whoever this person or connection is, there seems to be some sort of past history between the two of you. At the same time, with this history between the two of you, you're not too sure exactly where things are headed. It almost seems and feels like you have to kind of tread cautiously, and because of that, it leaves you feeling very uncertain. At the same time, what you're trying to kind of pursue here is your own happiness and fulfillment. And there they are. Like I said, Libra. I felt it. The connection's there. It does feel genuine. At the same time, you're kind of, how do I say this? You're on the fence as to whether or not like this is something you truly want to kind of hang around and wait for, or if there's something or maybe someone else out there. What's interesting about this connection, though, is I kind of feel like the two of you are trying to decide something together. So what you're kind of saying is like you may work together, you may work near each other, maybe in the same field or niche, don't exactly know. You're trying to figure out, maybe the both of you are trying to figure out, is there some type of financial opportunity regarding any of these options or possibilities? I feel like you are wanting to find something, which you do, but even though trying to come up with some sort of plan or overall vision of what to do regarding this option or possibility that you were choosing, there's something internally within you that is not necessarily in alignment with whatever this is that you're pursuing. Things are not exactly moving forward or progressing in any type of way, and that's what the problem is. I get it. Yeah, and there it is. There it is. Ooh, what is that? Stay tuned. I feel like for you, you're just kind of like, you're not feeling it. There's a lot of, like I said, right out the gate, Libra, you're showing me this energy of, I'm just not feeling it. It's like, I'm here, I showed up, I got to do what I got to do. I'll be responsible, but about that, it's like, there's someone specific around who you work with. Like I said, this connection that's kind of like, you'd rather focus on them. It makes sense. It is what it is. But at the same time, it's kind of like when you have to focus on work, finances, and money, it's like, I'd rather not do that. It's like, what's interesting here is it's almost like, while the cat's away, the mice will play. You're trying to figure out some sort of idea here as to how to literally, I'll just give you this, Libra. You're trying to figure out how to be recognized more by whoever this is you're dealing with. It's like, why won't they pay more attention to me? Why won't they see me in a specific type of light? And you're moving forward with it and you're working with the circumstances. And I will say, you definitely are playing it cool. You're playing it cool. It's a little bit of a cat and mice game between you and them. It feels like, even though they do show me, it's kind of like they're strictly business. They're not wanting anything more. At least what they're showing me now. But you're kind of like, I'm tired of trying to hold myself back, but I feel like I have to. Like, okay. And I'm going to stop it there because you're like, and I can't stop thinking about them. Got it. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what's going on. What is going on? That energy kind of wanted to make itself known. It's like pause. Pause for dramatic effect, apparently. I'm not the dramatic type, so please stop slowing me down. Let's see what's going on. You don't know either. Okay. So what you do show me is you're definitely exuding confidence. There's definitely some sort of collaborative energy here between you and someone, but I kind of feel like with whatever this connection or information is being exchanged between the two of you, you're not too sure exactly what to do with it or do about it. You're kind of like showing me that things just aren't really cutting it. Things just aren't really kind of amounting or resulting to anything. And this is causing quite a bit of anxiety, stress, and worry, as well as a lot of confusion. What you're saying is something is not going anywhere when it feels like and it seems like it should. You're ultimately saying, I'm getting to this boiling point of having to make some sort of call and figure out what I need to do, or possibly if there's something I need to say. Possibly the truth. Possibly the truth, Cancer. Okay. That's funny. I just heard someone say, I need to be alone. Okay, say what you gotta say. There's a lot to contemplate here. Once again, a lot to contemplate. There's a lot you're sitting with and trying to digest and process, as well as I feel like overall for you, it's a matter of you're sitting with yourself, sitting with your thoughts, sitting with your emotions, kind of like bringing in a sense order to your internal world and structure of how you're perceiving the situation of this collaborative energy between you and them. You're trying to keep it cool. At the same time, you're kind of like saying, I'm trying to keep it cool under very unfortunate circumstances, whether it be financial or whether it be just between the two of you. Yeah, very unfortunate. Goodness gracious, but you are well aware of it, so what's that about though? Interesting. You're not quite ready to kind of just bounce and move forward yet. You're like, I'm starting to lean in that direction, but I'm not too sure exactly what to do about it to kind of do it. I'm making some sort of small changes, but there's the two of you. Today's about you. Yeah, I get it. I'll give you that little bit. You're like, they are driving me bonkers. Tell them that. I don't know what to tell you. Let loose. Let it rip. They say, pop the cork, let things breathe. The Cancer, you're showing this overall energy, like I said. You're like, you're wondering why things are not progressing at all. You're like, I don't even know if we're meant to be. And that's what I'm talking about. You're kind of like, I don't even know if we're meant to be. I don't even know if this is destined. I don't even know if this is fate. And even you're energetically speaking and showing me that it's like, this is slowly breaking your heart. But you're also telling me and showing me that you emotionally don't even know where you're at anymore. You're like, I don't know if I have emotions to give, invest, if I'm like completely tapped out. I'm beginning to lose myself. I'm energetically tapped out. I don't know if I want to even continue with this. You're carrying a burden. You are carrying a huge burden on your shoulders, and it's like, what are you going to do with it, Cancer? Get that off your chest. Okay. Now you're showing me, kind of like where your mind is wandering off to. As well as that, I mean, I get it, Cancer, but yeah, your mind's wandering at that point. And I get that. I do understand and I get that at the same time. Situations and circumstances are completely different, though. You're looking for solutions. You're looking for solutions, and I kind of feel like you're looking for someone specifically as a solution to whatever these problems or issues are. I kind of feel like, as you're saying, maybe like I do believe I recalled, is it like Cancer season? I think it is. I believe it is. So, of course it is, your birthday season. And you can't help but kind of, remember, reminisce, year after year after year with who you've spent it with. Everyone that definitely crosses your mind. You're kind of like saying, I'm trying my best to kind of remain grounded, remain stable, focus on stability in a sense, as well as my security, which I do see why I want to create more of it. But like I said, whatever's going on regarding stability and security, I don't know what company you keep, but clearly things are not going quite well. I think financially, as well as those closest to you. You're kind of like saying, I have so much I want to create and do for myself, but at the same time, with what I'm dealing with and possibly who I'm dealing with, it's just not that easy. And I'm not too sure whether or not I want to reach out and communicate or not. So I feel like, unfortunately, you're kind of having to sit with yourself on this one and process quite a bit. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. Goodness gracious. All right, let's see. I'll say, what's that called when something kind of like maxes out or peaks out or it reaches its limit? Like, bless you, babe.
Thank you.
Like you've reached your pinnacle or you've reached your high point.
Peaked?
Yeah, peaked. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something may be hanging on by a thread. Okay, let's see here. And there you are. Okay, there you are. Let's see, one more, then I'll jump into this. Okay, and there you are with them. All right, today's about you, but I will mention them. You're showing me it's interesting though. I'm a little curious to see how you kind of like maneuver or pull this off, if it's kind of like a trick move or what this is, but you're showing me you have some sort of vision in mind for your future, which you are communicating and discussing with someone very close to you. It could be someone you are in a commitment, relationship, or marriage with. Don't exactly know. It is definitely about your position, your success, and your status or your accomplishments. What you're saying is you are actually 100% personally happy and fulfilled and okay with it. At the same time, what's interesting is you're showing me that something has almost about run its course. And I say almost because I feel like whatever this is, you even energetically are saying, it's the energy of, is this actually done with? Has it completed? Is it over with? Or is it far from it? I don't even exactly know. You're like, I'm just kind of leaving the door of the option open for this, but I'm just gonna kind of like go on my merry way. You seem pretty adamant to want to kind of like keep it that way too. You're like, you're wanting to kind of keep this as an option or a possibility, which is quite fascinating to think about that. It's like, well, I'm not fully 100%, interesting, here we go. I'm not fully 100% investing in it or working on it now, but maybe I'll come back to it, maybe I won't. I will guard and protect it and keep it, but ultimately you are going through some sort of transitional phase right now, and I kind of feel like you're saying, it is what it is, I'll leave it be. Let me kind of focus on my relationship or my connection. Oh, wow. Huh. Ooh, this is like, how do I say this? I'm getting two different Scorpios right now. That's why. Hello, Scorpios. Fun fact, baby scorpions will actually cannibalize each other for survival as they're growing up. Survival of the fittest. You're showing me that you're having quite a bit of realizations here about your situation, your circumstances, as well as your work, your job, your career, what you built and kind of like, in a sense, have accomplished for yourself, hand in hand with your relationship or your commitment. Whatever this is amounting to, you are becoming very impatient and you're actually losing a little bit of internal balance when it comes to confronting and dealing with these issues, whether it be romantic or whether it be financial. I feel like it is a little bit financial, and that's what I find fascinating is, once again, I'll go back and circle back around. You're not putting in 100% effort towards this financial endeavor. Yes, it's one thing to focus on your relationship, understandable, but it's another to be like, I focus on my relationship and now all of a sudden my business is kind of going down the drain. It's definitely about a healthy balance. You're showing me there are some things that need to be addressed, which you are, even though you're kind of like saying, well, I don't have what I used to have, but I'm still hanging in there. I'm trying to play it cool and kind of keep myself contained and under control. And you're right now losing a little bit of that self-control. You're trying to kind of like fill things out as to where you're truly at, emotionally speaking. You know, what I find about this is as you're trying to fill out where you're at, I'll tell you, Scorpio, you're on the right track. You're on the right path. So whatever you're feeling and experiencing and going through and dealing with, you're supposed to. You're like, oh, great. I just wanted to hear. Maybe. Maybe it's what you needed to hear. Yeah, you're like, geez, another repetitious cycle. Do I want to? Do I not? Do I want to? Do I not? Whew, that's the, what's that called? The millstone or the grindstone? Every time I do this, it just takes another piece of my soul. Jeez Louise.
Oh, that's
Right? It's death energy. It's Scorpio energy. They'll understand.
True.
I mean, you're showing me as well, though. You're like, I don't even know if I want to do this. You're like, I need some time to myself to think and get my mind right. And even as you're taking some time for you, you're like, I got my mind right. And now it's like you're having to address and acknowledge this once again immediately. And you're right back in that same cycle of repetitious battling of oneself of what you want to do for your job or your work or your career. You're coming up with something though, and I kind of feel like whether one, you're going to talk and communicate to them about it, or whether you're going to kind of figure this out on your own, I don't exactly know, but there is that. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what's going on. All right. Okay, today is about you, Pisces, but we'll see where this goes. You're like, it is about me. I'm like, clear and understandable. A couple more and then I'll jump into it. Once again, that same energy. What is that about? What is that about? Right away, I'm looking at 555. Okay, so jumping into this. Interesting, because the energy that I'm looking at is completely different from your title. What was it? Wizards, Witches, and Warlocks. Oh my! I'm seeing that same energy. Except it's a little bit different in this one. So I'm a little curious as to whether this is the same Pisces or not, or maybe there's two different Pisces asking. I kind of feel like there is specifically two different Pisces. Yes, we are aware of both of you. What you're showing me, Pisces, is you're focused on work, money, finances, and security. You're showing me that you have so much to kind of be responsible for and take care of that it can be a little bit overbearing sometimes. You are doing what you can, but there are so many issues and difficulties you are having to address, as well as discuss and talk about and open up about with whoever this is that you are dealing with, which I do see that they're also on board with it, trying to figure out what to do about it, because I do see there are children and kids involved. That being said, overall, what's nice to see about this energy is security. Yes, that is what counts. That is what matters. And well, actually, no, not about them. This is you. They're saying though it does matter. Absolutely. You're working on putting something together for yourself, Pisces, which you show up very determined about. You have some sort of vision in mind that you're kind of pursuing. At the same time, with whatever has taken place, I kind of feel like financially speaking, a lot has affected you and kind of taken its toll on you. It's very upsetting. It's very difficult. There may have been there you are. It might have been some sort of financial loss or difficulty along the way, which I definitely feel like there is. You're trying to really sit with yourself and feel things out. At the same time, this whole situation has kind of taken you back. I feel like for you, it's kind of giving you, or offering you, I should say, some type of perspective here to be gained. I'm not going to say a lesson because it doesn't fit, but more so it's offering you perspective. Interesting. What's that about? Interesting. This perspective is kind of like, okay, I can accept that, I can work with that, I can put that behind me. But now I need to focus on a solution. I mean, you are. And what's fascinating about this, even though there's like a little bit of anxiety about doing this, something is working out for you, and I mean fast. Fast. Working with the adrenaline of the anxiety. Okay, it's working for you though. You're sitting with it. You're sitting with it. Ooh, what is that? What's that about then? Okay. A little bit interesting. You're showing me that you're dealing with someone. You're in contact, communication with someone, but then all of a sudden it's like, I feel like there's a different energy presenting itself here. Something is working out for you financially, Pisces. You are getting some sort of recognition of some sort, but there also seems to be some sort of consideration within you to whether or not you actually want to collaborate with someone. And this is a completely different energy. Whatever this energy is regarding the collaborative energy, it seems and feels like everything for some reason has been put on like pause or on hold. It almost seems and feels like whatever this energy is between you and someone, because it clearly is some type of connection, possibly romantic interest. I don't exactly know. You're showing me I have my fingers crossed. But whoever this person or this individual is, you yourself are not fully 100% wanting to be aware or even acknowledge what you're feeling for them. What's that about? There it is. Okay. You're giving me, interesting Pisces, you're giving me a message about you to give to them. You're like, this connection, this relationship, this friendship, whatever this interest is between you and them, you're like, they make me happy, they make me feel seen, they make me feel heard. This is this energy of whatever this collaborative energy is between you and them. It's almost like there is a connection there, but it's interesting because I feel like not only is there this energy of they give you all these things, they notice you, they see you, they hear you out, they're doing things in a sense to make you feel seen and recognized. I feel like not only does it give you, it's interesting because it gives me like this dual energy or dual context of energy. It makes you feel loved. At the same time, you're also kind of showing me, they notice me, I love myself. And that's what I find very fascinating and interesting. Because you're ultimately saying with whatever this new love is between you and them, which I do see and feel is some type of love growing between the two of you, even though there's something going on here between, a third party situation between you and someone that you're already with, I feel. There's an energy here of you're emotionally, energetically split. You're finding yourself falling in love with someone while there is something emotionally speaking with your heart that you're not fully 100% acknowledging within yourself. So it's kind of like saying, even if you wanted to give your heart to someone, you don't have a full heart to give them. Just to call that out, but that is all. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. All right. Okay, nice. Making big moves, Capricorn. You're showing me that overall, with everything you've accomplished and done for yourself and kind of put together, you've built quite a bit here. You built quite a bit. A lot of love, a lot of heart and soul that you put into this as well. But I kind of feel like whatever is going on, you're definitely in a difficult situation emotionally and mentally speaking. You're kind of like saying, because I have given so much to this, because I do care about this so much, do I listen more so to my heart, or do I listen more so towards my, to my head, my thoughts? I feel like either way, there are some sort of problems and issues here you are having to kind of take care of regardless of what you listen to. A lot of responsibility, a lot of tasks to take care of. And I kind of feel like overall, you will discover some sort of truth about all this once you do take care of it. Kind of like saying after all is said and done, then you'll know something. You'll know something a little more. Yeah, and there it is. There it is. Kind of like do what you can. Do what you can while you can. May not know exactly, but... Ooh, goodness gracious, Capricorn. Even though today is about you, I will give you this energy. Wow, that is outright what I'm looking at. One more. Oh, jeez. Jeez. Okay. I don't know what this connection of this dynamic is between you and them, but there's a third party energy here. There's a third party energy here with who you're dealing with. Whoever this person is, they do have a tad bit of this energy of like player mentality. There is a little bit of manipulation there, clearly and obviously. This may be, well, how do I say this? You don't know what to do about it. I feel like there is some sort of communication and contact between the two of you, but their attention, geez, I have to give you that just in order to make sense out of this. Their attention is on someone else. It's like you're trying to get their attention and their communication. Maybe your communication across to them, or maybe you're waiting for them to communicate to you. I don't know. Their attention is elsewhere on someone else. And while you think everything is, great and peachy and everything is going fine, they're hung up on someone else, possibly from their past. Like, yeah, Capricorn, everything's great, everything's cool between us. We're all smiling, we're all having a good time, we're all at a party or an event or a gathering or whatever. Hopefully it's not someone that they invited from their past, like, oh, they're just a friend. We've all heard that one. Just a friend, fast forward 2 hours in the night, everyone's drinking and partying, be responsible, and then you find out making out in some sort of, doorway. It's like, yeah, sure, just friends, huh? Well, they were opening up and being vulnerable, yada, yada, yada. You're trying to figure out, though, Capricorn, like, what are you going to do? There's definitely a connection between you and them at the same time. Like I said, it feels like they're hung up on someone else. You're like, I have absolutely no idea in hell what I'm going to do. Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, and this could be someone even at the event or at the party. You're like, I don't care. I'm going to, jeez Louise, Capricorn. That's savage. I don't care. I'm going to go for them anyways. It's like, you sure about that? You sure about that? This is interesting. You're even having this contemplation process with yourself. It's almost like it's not a competition. It's not a competition. This isn't like, let me kind of, I'm not going to say that, even though I kind of want to, because I think it's pretty hilarious. It's not a pissing contest. I'll say it that way. You're showing me, well, I am connecting with them. I am vibing with them. It's just, I just don't know. It's like, what do you mean you just don't know? I just told you point blank outright what's going on with them. Their mind is elsewhere, on someone else. And you're kind of like, I'm not too sure exactly how I feel. Let me sit with myself and these emotions towards this connection between me and them. Oh, I think there's love there between us. Not good enough, but hey, you're going to defend it and fight for it anyways. You're like, well, I don't know. It's like, okay, you don't know. You're fighting for someone that ain't fighting for you. Just saying. I'll just say it. You deserve better. It's not wrong of me, is it? I think you realize that. You're like, yeah. You're like, F it. Forget it. Yeah, exactly. Forget it. You thought about it. I feel like you sit with it. You're kind of like, my stability, my foundation, my peace matters most of all. And I don't need someone coming in, acting all sideways, trying to figure out how to throw me off of what I got going on for myself. I'm going to drop it all. It's like, there you go. But there's that. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what's going on. That last one was so mystical. All right, let's see. My goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Let's keep our ish together.
Right.
There's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days, Taurus. You're like, I'm not doing so great, but I'm doing all right. Yep. All right, you're showing me you're jumping into this. You got a lot going on for yourself, but I do see that you have so much going on for yourself that it carries its own weight. Saw a little dust particle or something. Like, it carries its own weight. You have so much responsibility that it's almost like when you consider everything you have to be responsible for and upkeep and manage, it causes its own type of internal as well as mental pressure and stress to kind of figure this out, to kind of take care of it and do what you got to do. You're showing me that right now, foundation wise, maybe security wise, or maybe a living situation, things aren't looking so great. They're not feeling so great. They're not feeling so strong. I feel like whether this be a living situation, a foundation, your business, work, or career, things financially aren't going so well either. At the same time, you're still showing me that you actually have quite a bit to be grateful and thankful for. So you have a good head on your shoulders. You're ultimately trying to figure out, consider what steps or what plan of action to kind of move forward with here regarding everything. So I kind of feel like there is something you want or desire to kind of like figure out, to kind of straighten out as well. There is definitely some sort of financial opportunity to open up for you. Stay positive, Taurus. Stay positive. I get it. Well, that's the juggle. The daily life juggle is the struggle. You're trying to remain positive. I kind of feel like you're like, yay, like a little party flag, like yay. You're like, but it's whatever. I'll take it. Even though emotionally speaking, you're kind of like, I'm trying to remain positive, even though it's kind of like me. I feel like for you, even you're trying to work with yourself and kind of be a little bit flexible and lenient about how things are going. That kind of lets me know that's like you like things very specific. You like things a very certain type of way. You're very, particular, especially with direction and how things are moving forward and where things could be, ending up going. Even though there is a little bit indecisiveness there, I do see that you still strongly believe in what you got going on. I'm saying all is not lost. It's just difficult right now. Oh, geez. Wow. And just like that, you're kind of like, and I'm over it. I'm done. Okay, so what was that all about? Drink responsibly. Wow, and just like that. Just like that. What is that about? I feel like you just did it. You just went forward and did it. What was that? It almost seems like a one and done job offer. Because it turns things around for you very quickly. Jeez Louise, it's like a magic trick. You pulled a bunch of abundance out of a hat. At the same time, you're still like, this is interesting. Whoever this is that you're dealing with, what's very fascinating about this, Taurus, is whoever you're dealing with. You yourself aren't too sure whether or not you actually like truly 100% want to communicate or let someone know. Or like possibly let someone in on it. I don't exactly know. But I feel like whatever this discussion is between you and someone, it's definitely regarding some sort of plans in the future. Yeah, it's between you and someone. Commitment, relationship, marriage. It's between you and them. I feel like you're wanting to let them know, like, hey, this worked out. Hey, this got this, whether it was a new job, maybe it was, a sign-up bonus. I don't exactly know. Maybe it's something you kind of discovered regarding your situation. I don't know. But I kind of feel like what you're saying is you're wanting to utilize everything you make, everything you kind of, bring in a sense, or bring to the table. You're wanting to utilize this for the sake of the connection, the commitment, the marriage between you and someone. Nice. You're kind of saying, okay, this is something that is definitely useful for me and them. And it is what it is. Okay. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Oh, geez, Virgo. Jeez. Couple more and then I'll jump into it. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Okay. Right away, what you do show me there definitely is some sort of financial opportunity here opening up for you. I don't exactly know what this is about, but it's almost, geez. Some sort of pathway has revealed itself to you. But I kind of feel like whether you walk through this pathway or walk through this doorway or not, you have absolutely no idea what lies on the other side of this or awaits you on the other side of this. And there is a mental process, and geez, I mean a mental process you're going through of high anxiety and high stress about this. I mean, it's almost like shocking to it's shocking to you. I don't know if this is a job opportunity, a promotion, an increase of pay, or a possibility of that. I don't exactly know what that's about. It's almost like, what's the job? What's the job here? Because it's got you kind of, quaking a little bit. There's so much confusion as to how to kind of like fully understand this or work with this. You are trying to formulate something, but even then you're kind of like saying, right now, I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I can't make that decisive decision yet. All I know is that there are problems and issues regarding my situation, whether it be financial, or maybe it is romantic between you and someone, but you're saying I'm not really going anywhere. I feel like there is some type of commitment, relationship, or marriage in place, but there is so much to be responsible for and take care of in the meantime. You're kind of saying I need to focus on my work and my finances first above all else. Goodness, there is an overall energy of you are dealing with quite a bit. Yeah, and right now your full attention is all on making some sort of a financial abundance. You're looking to turn something around completely. And that's what I find is very fascinating, is that I kind of feel like you are. You are. Geez, what was that? Interesting. You didn't decide yet, but you are taking care of what you need to take care of. I don't know what that's about. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. You find some sort of solution here, Virgo, and I mean fast. And this is fascinating because whatever's going on, it goes from outright fear and it switches right over to I love it. And even then you're kind of like, okay, now let me actually work with this. And now it's like you're having peace of mind and you can rest assured. What is that about? Yeah, goodness gracious, what is that? What are you showing me? Well, I was going to say, if you're going to show me, but if not, then not. You're giving me the equivalent of it happens so very quickly because it's part of the job. It's just part of it. You're like, because of your position, because of your status, it doesn't take much effort to kind of pull this off. Okay, understandable. You must be in some type of position there, Virgo, I'm just saying. At the same time, you also realize and understand that there's something here regarding your position or your status or your success that also kind of has its own, in a sense, energetic price. It's the equivalent of, it happens, so it's interesting, it happens so very fast and you love it, but at the same time, it's like when you get the recognition from it, it's a completely different story. But the way you kind of, how do I say this? The way you kind of justify this is it's great for the connection, the relationship, or the marriage between you and them. It's kind of like saying, I do what I do, it works out fast, I sometimes stress out about it, even though I kind of, pull a rabbit out of a hat. It works out great financially speaking, and it's part of what I do, but I do all of this for the sake of me and them. But what's interesting is, even though there's so much happiness here, I kind of feel like you're still trying to fully 100% comprehend or understand something about the way you're being affected or what you're feeling or what you're thinking about what you do or your position. Like, I don't understand exactly myself, all of it, but I am quite happy. I am quite fulfilled. I do have a connection with someone. They make me happy. I am fulfilled, but I have so much more plans in mind for the future. It's like, okay, well, what is this? Go a little bit more. And there you are. A little bit more, and there you are. Okay. These plans for the future, I feel like for you, whatever's going on is, yes, things are going great for you financially with your work, your career, your position, as well as financially. There may be something very difficult, and that might just be the home life between you and someone. I kind of feel like there may be some possible relocation, maybe the starting over of some sort. At the same time, though, you're also kind of showing me that whatever this new beginning is regarding your future plans, you may just want to be alone. So, there's a whole lot of interesting energy here between you and someone. Maybe there's third-party energy in this somehow, somewhere, but don't exactly know what's going on, Virgo, but you're ultimately kind of saying whatever this new beginning or new journey is, even though it kind of feels a bit risky to take this journey alone, I just might do it. Goodness. Okay.